What is up, everyone of my favorite people in the whole entire world? Today I'm talking Bright. Yes, the brand new Netflix exclusive film. Their first big budget $100 million film debuting on their station today. And I have to say, I've been really anticipating this film for a very long time. One, Max Landis is one of the most creative geniuses out there right now. Some people might not like all of his films, but I think American Ultra and Chronicle really proved that the guy has like a knack for creativity. And when I heard that he was making this like mythology kind of thing with set in real time but with orcs and elves, and I was just so intrigued with that. Throw in the prospect that David Ayer's coming to direct this, which I might not like Suicide Squad, but David Ayer's Fury, End of Watch, and Training Day. Hearing that this film is also going to be a cop crime drama mixed in with this weird mythology, you have the director of End of Watch coming in to do it. I was already ecstatic. Then you throw in Will Smith, Noomi Rapace, and then even Joel Edgerton. I'm on board from there. I have to say, overall, I really dug Bright. I absolutely adored Bright. And it's not a perfect film, not by any means. I think there are problems with it, which I think I'll just get to right now. The problems with this film is that there are parts where I wish they would have gone for more of the character development route. And I think there are parts where they're trying so hard to build upon the mythology of this world, which is very intriguing in that part, but sometimes it gets so over the top where we're going to this area and this area and this area and this area, and it just keeps building up the mythology, which is fine. It's still a very cohesive, flowing story, and it doesn't feel like a music video or just a show or a TV show that should have just been a series here. No, it really does feel like a movie. I just wanted more personal development moments between Will Smith and Joel Edgerton's character, because Joel Edgerton plays an orc, where in this world, orcs are kind of like, everyone's racist towards orcs, and this film does a really good job hitting themes but not knocking you over the head with them, with racism, police brutality, and other themes like those. That's kind of one of my pros as well, that it kind of addresses those themes, but it's nice. I just wanted a little bit more character development between them two, because there were a couple scenes where it really worked between them. They had great dynamics. I just wanted a little bit more of that. And I think really that's really the only con I have. I wish they kind of focused more on the characters and overall the mythology. But the thing about this film is, it is badass. Bright is seriously a badass film. From the action and how intensified that it can get and get you on the edge of your seat, to just the main characters and how brutal they can be at times. And I mean, Will Smith, he's a great in these roles. He has such great charisma that you follow him along. And same with Joel Edgerton as the orc. You believe in him, you fall for him, and you love this character of this orc. Noomi Rapace is a weird elf, but I like her character. I like what she does with the role. I mean, the supporting cast is great as well. Overall, I love the main characters that we got in here and their journey that went on. Because pretty much the whole story is that these two cops get mixed up in a magic wand. Yes, a magic wand, which is pretty much like a nuclear weapon in this world. They find one and have to protect it and survive the night, which we've seen these survive the night kind of stories. But this is a different one, set in this mythology kind of set world. That this world is the mythology building. Even though I kind of had some complaints with it, it is magnificent. You can totally tell Netflix is setting this up to be prequel, sequeled, rebooted, reimagined, whatever. They know that this world is a goldmine for sequels and a franchise, and I think that it deserves it, because walking out of the theater I said, you know, I want to see Bright again, and I want to make sure that Bright gets a sequel. I want a sequel like tomorrow. And that's what really works here. From the action and the intensified scenes that we get in those action scenes, characters that we meet along the way, and these situations that our characters get mixed up in, Bright just ends up being a really fun time at the theaters, with the music and the soundtrack being badass to it, and the locations we go to and the visualized style that they're doing. The visualizations are great in here. It just overall, Bright is such a great time at the movies, or just watching at home. It's such an engaging film. It's a fast moving film. It never has a slow pace to it, and you're just totally wrapped into the situation, these characters. And I have to say, the humor in here really works well too. None of the film ever played off as cheesy, and I think that goes to thanks to the direction in the film and also the writing, because a lot of these lines could have been made cheesy. Really looking at it, they're talking about orcs, magic, in real time with these LAPD police officers, and you're like, oh, okay, this is a little too cheesy at times, but it never hits that cheesy level because these actors are hitting it like this is real life situation. When they're talking about a magic wand, this could easily be the cheesiest thing ever, but the way that David Ayer directed those scenes, the dialogue doesn't make it cheesy. It makes it believable. makes it look like this could be happening in real life. That's a big pro I have to give to this film. Overall, I enjoyed the hell out of Bright. This is a fantastic film. This is a ton of fun, and I think this is a big knockout of the park for Netflix. Like I said, it's a couple cons here and there. It's not one of the best films of this year, but this is definitely one of the most entertaining films I've watched all year. With the gritty take that they took on this film, I cannot wait to see what they do next within this franchise. I think it deserves more, and I think Netflix has I think Netflix has a huge hit on their hands. Everyone's fantastic in here. I'm going to give Bright a B for badass. Hey guys, if you guys check out Bright today, make sure to comment down below and tell me what your guys' thoughts are on Bright. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. I don't know if it's just me and I had no really recollection of what other people were thinking. I went into it like a pure thing, excited for the film, and it met my expectations. Or really, are you guys disappointed? I want to hear it down below, because like I said, I've been looking forward to this film, and single thing I wanted in this film was hit. From the expectations I had, they were all hit, and they all got to see. I love seeing the world and the attention to detail in this film, so I cannot wait to talk about this movie with you guys. But be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, especially if you're new and love talking movies here, and that's what's the best thing about here. We're a safe community to talk movies. Make sure to go check us down at Sandwich John Films. You can find us down at that website where we give away giveaways, advanced screenings, and tons of movie reviews and movie news there, so make sure to go check us out. And until next time, guys, stay classy and have a great rest of your day.